Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, my name is LJ and you're watching NoClutch Garage. And today's video is going to be a quick one. I just want to make a quick video about the cabin air filter in our BMWs. Now the cabin air filter is right under the glove box and it's kind of hard to get to, so I'm going to show you how to get there and change out your cabin air filter. Now the reason why I'm making this video obviously is because I have to change mine. But it's really because like I haven't changed it since I got the car, and it's really bad practice that you don't do that. But also it's starting to make the air coming out smell a little funky. Now, as you know, the filter obviously is going to trap a lot of things that are coming in. You know, that includes odors and dirt and debris, pollen, whatever. So anyway, I have here two different types of cabin air filters. So I have just your regular paper air filter, right? And then I have one that also has like a carbon filter to it, and I'm going to show you each of them, and I'm actually going to put the better one in there, obviously. Now I have here the regular filter that would usually put in these cars. Now there's nothing wrong with these. This is what BMW puts in all of their cars. Obviously BMW doesn't make the best decisions for us, but still, this is a perfectly good filter. It's going to trap a lot of dirt, a lot of pollen, a lot of the stuff that's coming in from the outside. It's going to get trapped by this filter. Now these don't tend to last as long as far as the filtration, and the main difference between this and a filter with an activated carbon layer is that this is going to help keep those smells at bay, and that's the main one. This is also higher quality, so it's going to trap, you know, dirt and pollutants a lot better. So I'm going to put this one in, and I will link this filter in the description down below. I do recommend it. I've ran this in my other cars and they seem to do a pretty good job. They last longer and they don't smell. So we're gonna go ahead and put it in the car because honestly, like, I'm tired of my car smelling weird when I turn on the AC. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so the first thing we have to do here is we're gonna actually have to remove this plastic panel. And to remove this plastic panel, we have two 10mm nuts that we have to remove. So we have here our trusty little power tool. So there's one. And there's two. This should just pop off if we can find a place to grab it. There we go. Grab it, we yank it down a little bit. Obviously, there's not a whole lot of space, so we have to take this completely off. And to take this completely off, we have to unplug this light right here, and we have to unplug this right here. So now we can move this out of the way. And now the filter is actually going to sit in this housing right here, and there are going to be two T20 screws that you have to remove. So we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, and so the screws that we're going to have to take off, one of them's right here and the other one's going to be right there. So we go ahead and take them off. All right, now that you have those screws off, now we can just pull this down. Goodness, look at this. Oh God. Yeah, I think it was time to clean this. Look at that. Look how much dirt is in these. Yeah, terrible. So yeah, we're not gonna settle for just the paper ones. We're gonna use this one right here. So I do want to show you something. If you look at the bottom, it shows right here an arrow. That's gonna be the direction of the airflow. So just make sure, so I took this one off like this, right? It's kind of curved in. So just make sure that you take it off and put it on in the same direction. And so we're gonna go ahead and put this back on. So if this one came off like this, the arrows will be pointing forward. So it's exactly what we're gonna do right here. Just make sure when you're putting it back that it seats correctly. There you go. And now we're just gonna screw everything back together, and that's it. All right guys, so I have put the filter housing back together, and now we just gotta put this back in there, and we just have to reconnect all the connections. All right guys, so I have put everything back together. There's really not much to this. I mean, really all there is taking the bottom off and then taking that filter housing cover off, and that's pretty much it. For some reason I thought it was more complicated, but apparently it's not. So yeah, we're gonna get rid of that filter because the filter's been in there for a couple of years. So anyway guys, that should clear up. If you have any musty like odors when you turn on your AC or anything like that, that's gonna completely eliminate that. So anyway guys, that was it for today. Very simple DIY. Hope you enjoyed it. If it feels helpful to you, go ahead and click like, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace.